will be removing Twisted Meadows. Northern Isles will be the opening map. Foggy choosing the 2 maps where Warden is most common and prevalent. Foggy has a lot of different styles in different matchups. But Warden is probably his most common pick. Foggy getting ready. INFI getting ready. It's exciting to see the players, despite not having access to a LAN, to see, thanks to webcams and streaming, to see the players getting ready for this match. Best of 5. Most people would expect INFI to come out ahead. He has a 12-4 score in maps against FOGGY in recent times. It's early in the morning. I went to a friend.
Of work this week, and this is a great way to DPNATE.
I went to a friend and we got some of the stuff from the supermarket. We're having a great day seeing you casting now and playing on your own later. Did some more hours of work, and this is a great way to donate. Thank you so much, Phil. Let's get things started. Altar Barracks Farm. 5 peasants in gold. Delaying the second farm for optimum gold mining. Does he pull one of the peasants out to start the farm? Yeah. It's at 70% peasant that you start another farm. The optimized build order. For a long time, people just went Altar Barracks Farm. Now it's 5 in gold. And then after 7 seconds, you pull the peasant and start making a farm. And it's perfect. You'll see. Just try it. I'm going to move my webcam location. Let's see what kind of game Foggy brings for us today. I'll have a bit of water. I was too busy during the break trolling my Twitch chat for me to drink water. Smart. Do you think Lin lost due to his face not mattering in the first few minutes? If that's true, then I'm really very sorry that I covered his face. Because I was hoping for Lin to advance. I want to see as many Lin games as possible. Foggy opens up with the Ogre Mage creeping. And INFI sees this. No, he doesn't see this. He doesn't see this. Footman only arrives now. INFI anticipates this and goes for the immediate natural creeping. Now, immediate militia creeping on the expansion against Elf has long been a standard way for human to play against Elf. It was standard a year ago when Demon Hunter First was still the meta, or maybe 2 years ago. And it would always end up in an immediate fast expansion against Demon Hunter. Demon isn't that good at harassing peasants. Not like the Warden, not like the Keeper. But against Keeper, you usually didn't see a fast expo, but I don't see any peasants moving back home. INFI is fast expanding against Keeper. There we go. And Foggy, I don't know if he knows this. I don't see any Wisp presence on that side of the map. He is playing like he knows, going around, putting himself in a position where he could go to harass it. Keeper is headed that direction. He has Mantle of Intelligence and Greater Mana Pot. Footman being an absolute pain. Footy block. Footy block again. And more footy blocks. INFI brings a good shape. Holy crap. Keeper already lost 45% of his health. INFI showing off his micro skills. He doesn't even have a great item, Crystal Orb. Can you imagine if he had Claws of Attack +9? Treant getting killed so fast. A Treant. Oh, was that a deny? I believe it was. So only 2 peasants go down for the cost of 175 mana and 80% of his life. If INFI had claws of attack +9, Keeper would be near death. Great sequence for INFI. Great opening. As the Arcane Tower comes out. Now, the Arcane Tower being in the middle of the gold line and splitting the worker line like Moses split the sea is not ideal. It actually costs just a bit of resources, maybe. Although, clearly the game decides that's the quickest way for one of the 5 peasants to walk, which is a bit weird. But it also has an advantage. It's the quickest possible way to repair it. All 5 peasants surrounding it. If it gets attacked by archers. Sentry ward item for Foggy, for INFI is amazing. He has one at the marketplace, so you can see a frontal attack. Illusion wand for Foggy. Not bad. Allows him to keep tabs on what INFI is doing. INFI with, of course, the delayed tech. Also no access to mercenary camp, so there's no troll priest dispel. This is a very bold move going Fexpo. And although it seems like it's well and truly secured, yeah, tower up, expo up, mining, only lost 2 peasants. The real hammer is still just about to fall. As Naga... Why did he make 2 illusions of both Naga and Keeper and put them on that side when they're not doing any tanking? I'm not sure I get why he used this item so early. For seemingly no value. Double barracks. Mass defend footies incoming. Oh! Ancient of... That turtle is a shop, right? So double Ancient of Wind. Mass hippos coming up. So is that gonna be the way for Foggy? And I think this double barracks defend footy style is actually known. So it seems like Foggy is going to circumvent the defend footy problem at all. Like entirely. And just focus heroes and towers and peasants. Don't even attack the footies. So I'm gonna make a prediction. Foggy gets a bunch of hippo riders. He will get found fairly soon because of his, I guess, positioning now. And INFI will send his footies to go kill Moonwells. And those footies cannot be stopped by hippo riders or archers. So he has to send back his heroes. INFI will by time get some rifles. Foggy will try to let the hammer fall in a decisive manner. But it's weird to INFI so far, because there's... Clearly, he knows Foggy isn't expanding, and yet Foggy is sharking around in a very passive manner. Here we go with the Arcane Sanctum. No blacksmith yet. This could work out very well for Foggy. He has hidden this tech entirely. He now goes for Moonwell attacks, as I preordained. Now is the blacksmith. And now you're gonna see Foggy move in with 4 to 6 hippo riders, break the main Arcane Tower, start killing peasants. There's 6 hippo riders, he's ready, but he's gonna lose Moonwells at the same time. INFI has an inkling now. He has power built a tower, goes with the guard tower. The hippo riders come in. He can open up the trees with the force of nature. Wisps, mass repair, but no auto-replenish on the Moonwells. He lost 4 wisps, 5. Just use auto-replenish, man. Just use it. He has a Staff of Telly, sends back the Keeper. He needs to guzzle those Moonwells. Guzzle them. Drink it. Now, defend footies. Oh my god, the Naga is stuck. Defend footies. Oh, he just TPs. Gets the Naga killed. So many wisps. No Moonwells though. Naga's dead. Now what? He's gonna kill all the peasants and militia. When you send and forget hippos over a worker line, that does not work. You can put defense footies there and they will always draw aggro first. So these hippos must be painstakingly microed at all times. There's Bolt, there's Water Elementals level 2, and there's Sorceress. So he's killing peasants, he's now killing the Sorceress, it's dead. But Riflemen are starting to come into the game. There's still a lot of playmaking potential for the keeper, but he gets surrounded with a bolt and defend. The Staff of Teleports away, so he doesn't need to use the town portal. Hippos continue to find some angles, killing as many peasants as he can, but this is INFI on 2 bases. So many wisps were killed. This is not immediately an issue for Foggy, because he can remake wisp. He's not on lumber issues yet. Oh my god, he got bolt surrounded again. Jesus, INFI is on point. And INFI is stabilizing with rifles. He's just creeping in front of the Hippo Riders. The XP went to Foggy though. He stole it with the Hippo Riders. The Ancients of Wind are now attacking. The Ents are marching. Another creep steal by Foggy. And another creep steal by Foggy. So thanks for all the XP. But Foggy did get ensnared. And got one of his Hippo Riders killed. That's 4 food. And flying machines are starting to get here. They will do some decent damage. They will still lose to this amount of Hippo Riders. But the big thing is he can see over the trees. A lot of footmen now are getting killed by treants. INFI. Oh, that's a really big flyby by Hippos. But he kills a tower. Rifleman gets entangled. This is not lost yet for Foggy. Now, he dismounted with the archers so that the Hippos can kill the flying machines. It's a better damage type against flyings. He killed all the flying machines. There's still 3 Hippos left, killing another flying machine. Ancients of Winds are attacking. Force of Nature is attacking. And now he can just put the Hippos and the archers back together again. Like a reunion of the Spice Girls. There is a cooldown though. You can only do that once every decade. And as for me, oh, you'll see. Keeper 4, Naga 3. Keeper's almost level 5. 30-second cooldown for Hippo Riders to make their reunion. And they have done so once again. Archers on the Hippo. Cyclone on the Mountain King. No Stormbolt for now. Maybe Entangle the Water Elemental. He's trying to kill as many rifles as he can. Goes with the Entangle on the rifle. Good focus fire. Naga dropping low. MK can Stormbolt the Naga. Goes for the Keeper. No TP. Has Staff. But there's Bash. Level 5 on the Keeper. Staff on the Naga and staffs the Keeper away. Hippos though, fighting straight up against rifles and water elementals. Naga running away. No claws of attack on the Archmage. There is a bolt though. There is a bolt. Naga should be dying. Foggy to 33 food. INFI 48. The expansion has worked too much for INFI. INFI has held all these threats that he may not have seen coming. This secret Ancient of Wind cheese has been deconstructed. MK has leveled up to level 3. All the amazing footman blocks. Bolt surrounds. Impeculate. Micro. Immaculate. Impeccable. Impeculate. Let's stick with it. Impeculate micro by INFI. Now Crystal Orb on the main base. Sees Hunter's Hole. Sees a transition to Ancient of Lore. Keeper is so high level. But it doesn't even matter. Does it? Oh, wow, cool. Goes with the Magnetor creep. Would like to remove the Keeper, though. He's splitting experience with the Naga and the Keeper. That's a pity. He doesn't dare to do such moves. Doesn't want to get caught standing outside this creep camp with the Keeper, revealing where he is. You lose a lot of experience this way, though, but... Yeah. Very high hero levels for Foggy. 5 Keeper, almost 4 on the Naga. Would have been 4 if he separated the Keeper. But ultimately, he is a triple unit style transitioning elf from one base against permanent 2 base human. It doesn't matter how high his hero levels are. INFI is catching up. Loads of riflemen here. One stray archer. There is a flying machine. There is a crystal orb. Naga gets level 4. Ancient of Wonders going down. Foggy trying to transition to some semblance of his usual style. Archers and an Ancient of Lore. He's gonna hero focus in an extreme way, most likely. I see his only chance being to focus the Mountain King. Mana Shields on Naga. I was wondering when he was gonna get it. Mana Shield on the Naga Sea Witch. Unironically. MK has no invulnerability, just a Ring of Protection. And Archmage has a TP. There is Dispel though on the Priests. And no Orb of Venom yet. Oh, there is. There we go. Well, when I first said it, you didn't have it yet. You just got it like 1 second after. So tier 3 is finished. Marksmanship should be coming along. And I believe he saved enough food and is making one Mountain Giant. Creeping on the laboratory. Should really be greedy with that Naga creeping. No keeper there, but he's not. Naga could have pretty much been level 5 soon. TP, even though he's very near because he needs good positioning. There is a Mountain Giant. Hardened Skin is coming along. So this MG doesn't have all those special tier 3 upgrades yet. So it's actually not as much of a damage sponge as it could or should be. INFI very nicely using his positioning to make sure that most of the archers are zoned out from the important units. Foggy has a quote-unquote defensive position, but it's kind of being used against him because of INFI's positioning. Is INFI going for tier 3 during this? He probably could. That's a lot of rifles. Good priest control, putting them mostly at the back so that they cannot get sniped by archers. Dispels on the Force of Nature. Archmage almost level 5. All the Moonwells are empty. Moonwells starting to fall. Taunt on the MG. Bolt on Naga. Focus fire on the Naga. Overriding the taunt. Archmage getting detonated on. MK still has plenty of mana. Keeper of the Grove focus fire. The Command Aura offering a lot of bonus damage. Archmage level 5 gets Water Elemental presumably. Foggy is down a lot of lumber and is not expanding and does not have an expansion. So, no Priestess of the Moon yet. Might just be like, alright, Priestess. True shot. Focus MK. Hope he creeps this one with only Keeper, but then again it doesn't matter. Naga will probably get level 5 even when Keeper stays here. Endurance would be the best. He gets Claws of Attack plus 12. Endurance Aura would have been pretty cool. No, he's not getting Naga 5. This is what I call worried creeping. You're worried if you don't DPS with your Keeper, you won't kill it fast enough. You're worried if you separate your Keeper, it's gonna get bolts around it when standing away from the camp. Worried creeping is inefficient in XP distribution, but it is efficient in speed and safety. INFI really playing this one slow and safely. Probably getting his tier 3 and Inner Fire. Inner Fire, so useful. He probably has at least 2-0 attack upgrades on rifle. 2-1 actually, nice. Observer showed it. And he reskilled. Book of Retraining on Mountain King, getting Thunderclap instead of Bash. Probably working on Fragmentation Shards on the workshop, and does indeed have tier 3. That could be 2 knights. He just got the 2 knight upgrades, I think. Sundering Blades and Animal War Training. That can be a reproduction effort. Upgrades 2-2 on Mortars, now getting 3-2. And why should INFI rush? It's only going to get better for him. He's had 2 bases against 1 the whole time. He's going to get a big bank. Better and better upgrades. And he knows Foggy has no expansion. He's had Crystal Orb the entire game. Foggy is just saving up one big army. This is kind of happy style. This has been happy style and has been a playbook trick for Undead for a long time. You may never be able to reach equal bases. You may never be able to rush anymore. But what you can do is save up 70 food, which is only 10 food down the popular benchmark for an expansion player, 80 food. The opponent has more workers, so essentially their army size is identical, which is crazy when you consider that INFI has had an expansion for 15 minutes longer than Foggy. You will be lacking on upgrades though, you don't get the same value. 3-2 upgrades with Inner Fire and tier 3. But still, same army size. And then it is your hope that you kill a hero with Entangle Focus Fire. Get your level 6 out. And then even though they have a 2k bank and they can immediately rebuy the hero, maybe you can kill it again. And then you can push in. And then you can move your main tree to the expansion and you can make a game out of it. It's certainly preferable to just giving up. Whereas INFI is just getting his 3-3 upgrades. A big upgrade advantage, gold advantage. This is all after a failed, mostly, yeah, failed all-in by Foggy. So this is not a usual game flow. I often see people that are not super experienced at best of 5 tournament mentality, like Foggy, open up with the cheese in game 1. As a coach, I would always recommend not opening up with the cheese in game 1. It's when people are at their mentally freshest. Cheeses are for game 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, not for game 1. No matter how good it is. Thunderclap on the Mountain Giants. A lot of damage on the Mountain Giants coming in. This is pretty crazy. Mortars on the Archers. Wisps currently not moving. Foggy has gotten the first blood. He's made a few kills so far. 3 units down for INFI, none for Foggy. But it's starting. Mountain Giants dropping low. 2 Mountain Giants died. 1 got staffed. Now Detonate's coming in. Keeper's level 5.4. Naga 5.2. MG's tanked a lot of damage. But the archers are only 1-0 upgrades and INFI forced an expansion in the bottom right during all this. Heal scroll. He has to go again. Mind will be depleting soon. Funnily enough, INFI's natural expansion mined out before his main base. Because it has less gold, because he took it so early, and because his main gold got harassed. MK! Oh my god! 2 life after Orb of Venom. My god.
Greetings, friend.
Just do that without the cheese. Alright? That MK got staffed at a freaking sliver of its life. He actually dispelled the Staff of Sanctuary so that he could join with the MK to his natural. Paladin comes out. That's going to be helpful for the Mountain King. INFI did lose a fair amount of units. Foggy is moving his Wisp and Tree of Eternity to the natural. And Foggy also needs to harass the corner base. INFI's natural has mined out. INFI's main is mining out. If Foggy manages to shut down the peasants on the 3rd base, he could have gold mining advantage soon. Which is pretty crazy. Does INFI have a TP? Yes. Will he use it? Yes. Where? Bottom right, I think. Wow, bottom left. So safe. There is a knight. Water elementals harassing the wisps. Foggy will not have the presence of mind to look at them. 1 knight goes down to Entangle Focus Fire. Clap. Level 3. He cannot allow another clap in his archer line. Entangle Focus Fire on the Mountain King. Another clap in the archer line. Heal scroll. The third clap will kill him. Mountain King dropping so low. Mountain King gets staffed again at 1% of his life. This strategy by Elf, by Foggy, is so dangerous. So much damage. Mass archers with 1, 2 to 3 MG and mass hero focus fire. Seems very similar to the Night Elf versus Orc matchup. The way Lolliot answered in his interview. Whoever loses his heroes first loses the game. Foggy is killing so many units. His expansion has rooted. INFI's mine has mined out. He's still mining from this base though. MG asking for the taunt. Does he have something to back it up? Archmage focus fire. Archmage focus fire! Archmage dies! D-shield on the paladin. So many archers going down. MK has healed to full with Staff of Sanctuary. And Foggy will start mining soon. Level 5.9 on the Keeper. Sadly for Foggy, he did lose that Mountain Giant. Tranquilitying it back to life would have been huge. The Knights here are going to be quite impactful. After a cheese like this, for Foggy to give a game like this, it's a huge power play. It's a huge statement. It is emboldening for future encounters. Now every staff will bring units to his Tree of Eternity. And he's gonna have to defend it. Force of Nature comes in on the peasants. I think they can maybe kill like 3 peasants. Because there is an Arcane Tower. Tree of Eternity has only 1,000 life. Foggy comes in from the flank. INFI looking to catch. Archmage is still being auto-revived. INFI at 70 food. Loses 1 peasant and starts running. Psh. Psh. Treants on the chase. Do they have Nature's Blessing? Keeper gets level 6 from that kill. That final peasant kill. Naga is close to 6. Wood, she, tornado. Foggy starting to slowly reproduce units again. Archers, most likely. A wisp and 2 archers. Nothing for Mountain Giant yet. There's not the same level of focus fire that Foggy had before when he still had those 8 or so archers. And INFI is 70 food. This still looks like a clear-cut case of an INFI win, but we've seen how much damage can be put out on his heroes. Split against Dispel. There aren't that many Dispel priests left. Because Archmage was dead for so long, priests actually don't have a lot of life left. A lot of mana left. Okay, that's more than enough peasants to replace whatever dies. Keep in mind that 70 food for INFI means 20 peasants. And for Foggy, he only has like maybe 9 workers or something at most. So that means INFI is 20 food ahead in army. Now the siege. Inner fire mortars. 3/3 upgrades rifle priest mortar. Rifle mortar. Let's focus on the Mountain King. Stormbolt on the Naga. He needs to put damage on the Mountain King and run. Here comes Inner Fire Dispel. Paladin has not enough mana right now for D-Shield. Maybe that's his next focus target. Moonwells have a little bit of mana left. Tries to detonate and kill the water elementals. And gets the experience for it. Naga level 5.8. Almost. Second Mountain Giant comes in. He did produce 1. Needs more archers though. Stormbolt on the Keeper. Knight's dropping low. Thunderclap. 1 knight gets staffed. How many staffs does he have? Only 1. So this time Mountain King cannot get Staff of Sanctuary yet. Tranquility. 1 Mountain Giant gets focused and surrounded. That'll take him a while. And it gets staffed. Tranquility. All the Mountain Giants are healing up. Foggy, 45 food. INFI, 80. 10 lumber for Foggy. Double Orb of Venom. Knight goes down. Possum level 3. True shot. Level 2. For 4 units. So many Moonwells have gone down to mortars. The mortar pressure was very real during all this. He's gonna kill the lore as well. And Moonwells. Mountain King getting focused. Unholy Aura. Very effective for INFI this game. The movement speed, the heal. The final Moonwell going down as well. Foggy has no wisps mining lumber. He needs to take out his wisps from gold and start mining lumber so that he could eventually make Moonwells again. Three mountain giants on the field. Tranquility healing, but no mana left on the keeper. Paladin getting focused. D-shield. Staff of Sanctuary is available once again. No way to heal the keeper's mana anymore. There we go with the first Moonwells. Detonate on the front line. No more inner fire. 3 Orb of Venom. Yeah, 3 Orb of Venom. He's not even using Frost Arrow anymore. And you know, Orb of Venom poison damage stacks. It's 3 times the poison DPS per second. 3 hits from that hero, and the unit will take hundreds of points of damage over the next many seconds. I believe it's 8 seconds. 10 to 8 seconds or something. Bolt. Clap on keeper and died. GG. Alright. There were silver linings for Foggy. The cheese, quote unquote, worked in that it was not discovered. It is not up to the viewer to determine when the game should be over, and then if you stay, it's BM. Thanks for apologizing, though, but a professional competitor stays until there's not a sliver of a chance left. And even if there is no chance, it's still not BM to stay. It's up to the game process to actually reach its natural conclusion. You can use the rest of a map to micro. You can use it to see someone's transitions. You can use it to learn more about and construct a win for yourself in the grand scheme of things in the best of 5. Plus, it's not like we're not needing a little bit of extra broadcast time after Laliatlin was so damn short. If Foggy is doing this for WGL so that they can run a few more ads, Kodo. That we would be grateful for that, wouldn't we? All right, a new game on Terenas Stand. INFI leading 1-0. INFI played very well to earn that game with very close staffs on his Mountain King, a good strategy build up, being resistant to the cheese that he did not see coming, but maybe felt coming more than anything. And he coped with the issue on Northern Isles where you run out of 2 bases at the same time, your main and your natural, by taking a third in a timely fashion. He dealt with the Mountain Giant Wall and the Orb of Venom Focus Fire, and he managed to get a win in 31 minutes of gameplay. Now, Foggy will go for Warden first, on his chosen map, Terenas Stand. Double Ancient of War opening, most likely, to secure multiple creeper out avenues to get that Warden level 3 as quickly as possible. Foggy against TH was a win for TH. But it wasn't a bad game by Foggy by any means. It was fairly well played and quite close. Warden got level 7 on this map against TH. How will INFI and TH fare? He has to remove that footman. Good fan of knives to finish all the low creeps so that there can be no steal. Nice wisp blocks. Very good wisp blocks. He blinks in, fans, and wants to kill that priest. And he does. A lot of mana consumed by Foggy, but that's a 200 gold, 195 gold extinction of the troll priest. INFI went with the double troll shadow priest. He saved enough money at home to get both of the priests, so that Warden cannot use the priest to heal and to creep and to abolish. Abolish not important though for Foggy. There is a Mountain King, there is no Water Elementaling Archmage. Foggy heals as much mana as he can from his main base, from the Moonwells, and will now move in a position to harass the Mountain King's creeping, or to creep the Renegade Wizard level 5. The same creep route he did against TH. The Ancient of War is eating through the trees from the back. And while the Warden pretended to and thought about going for the Mountain King's creeping, and INFI saw that, he'd rather creep. And after all, this is more solid. The creeping is mostly finished. He doesn't have Shadow Strike. It's not easy to get a steal against MK. And MK is walking here. TH tried to Staff of Teleport here. It failed. INFI knows about this route, saw it against TH, and Foggy didn't change his route. This is usually risky. Clap steal on the creep. It's usually risky to play against the two best humans in the world with the same creep route. You get punished. They expect it, they plan for it. They don't assume it, but they will scout for it and have a branch of response to it. Foggy gets the level 5 creep. Mana pot, greater mana pot, blink. Not in time to dodge it. At LAN, maybe yes, not online. Warden comes in, has no mana, will just kill a single peasant. Warden already used the greater healing potion? No, she didn't. Cancelling the Arcane Tower. Gets repaired, but not quickly enough. Forest Troll Berserker and Warden. That's 2 Forest Troll Berserkers. Foggy stole the Berserker off INFI. Decent harass. Foggy can go in with the Fan of Knives on the Priest and kill it. But Fan of Knives prioritizes the nearest target, so he cannot fan the Priest. Footy's self-kill to deny experience. Warden uses Greater Heal Pot. Good micro by INFI, keeping the Warden away from the peasants. He blinks out. This was to not get bolted and get everything focused. Was that a Tree of Life behind his Moonwells? I think it is. So not the best start for Foggy, and really, I feel like you cannot use the same creep route twice against the 2 best humans in the world. It worked really well once, and you just can't do that twice. Ancient of War waiting at the Mercamp. Footman goes in, checks for wisps. INFI and TH, Erwin Freak. MK staffs in to defend against the Warden Berserker. Bolt level 2, actually. No clap level 2. He's hardcore forcing the Forest Troll Berserker on the tower to try and cancel this Arcane. Doesn't work though. Double Bolt kills the Berserker. MK is out of mana. And INFI has his expansion. Footy scouting and harassing the Wisp. He knows exactly Foggy's desired follow-up creep rat. Warden is level 2, which means she's not as scary as she could be. Tier 2 is on the way, Lumber Mill is building, and MK is creeping onwards to level 4. Won't get there from this camp, I believe. No, he will. No, he won't. Missing 1 XP. What is Foggy's game plan? The same as always. Get Warden, get Dryads, get Bears, get Warden as high level as possible, and start using Zeppelin and Anti-Magic Shell to creep Warden on the human peasants. To level up Warden on the human peasants. In comes Goblin Shredder. Footman is here. Steals the Zeppelin at daylight. In the spam war for Zeppelin... Sapper! Did not work. Don't prank me, son. But the Shredder's here. He has to... He's gonna lose to level 5. Bolt Steel. And INFI... Bolt Steel by INFI. But Foggy had to TP out because he could not get the Zeppelin. INFI's Footman here was there just for such a thing. In a ping-clicking war for Zeppelin, Foggy cannot win because of the server. So INFI gets the Zeppelin. He can rely on that. Steals the Forest Soul Berserker and the Ogre Mauler and is going to do a big Merc attack. Foggy gets his Shredder. It's nice. It's important. But no Zeppelin. And INFI steals the creep, but Foggy gets the item. Sobi Mask. TP is gone though. Double Ancient of Lore and an Ancient of Wonders. That was a Tree of Life he made. And it is now rooted and trying to stay safe. So Nature's Blessing is finished. 7 armor and movement speed on Tree of Life and the Ancients. Tier 2 finished for INFI. He's got a Blacksmith finishing. No Arcane Sanctums yet. And no second hero yet. INFI is looking to stay here for as long as possible to delay the Tree of Life's move onto the expansion. He wants to keep his base economy for as long as possible. Uses Zeppelin to drop the MK, gets Invulnerability and Heal Scroll. INFI may go straight to tier 3 actually. I don't think he's looking to make real units. He's gonna go tier 3 and get Workshops. Against Solo Warden, Workshops is a strong build to go for. Maybe triple Workshop. Maybe Siege Engine and Knight. Fan kills 3 peasants. That's a double Fan blink play with the Zeppelin dropping the Warden there. And he kills 3 peasants. Not bad. Not game winning yet. Warden is level 3.7. He has to uproot that tree and start mining soon, doesn't he? No defend upgrade. So Dryads can get a good amount of kills. Bloodmage second. TH played Breakers, Knights and Tanks. INFI killed the ring +3 that he found because... Or actually I think INFI had Gauntlet of Strength, didn't he? He killed all the small stuff because he needed bigger stuff. He found Circlet. He has Boots, he has Staff. Shredder being used for creeping. Warden level 4 gets Potion of Replenishment. Not bad actually for Warden. MK denying creeps of Warden and getting some himself. Drops the Circlet. He drops the Circlet and leaves it, hoping that he will be the one to reap its future reward after using some of the consumables that he has in his possession. Wand of Cyclone. Not a good item against Night Elf. Abolish Magic Dryad should take care of that easily. You cannot auto-cast Abolish on Cyclone, but if you manually cast it... Okay, there we go. The Blood Mage picks up double Regen Scroll, Staffs here, and goes for a Circlet. Goes for the Circlet that he left before. INFI is going to get level 5 Mountain King here. Warden comes in, level 4.5. Fan kills a Footman. Siphon mana, no Bolt, because he probably did it on a creep. Clap. What does he find? Ruined Bracers. Not a bad item actually against Warden. Picks up the Tome, siphons the Warden, and Town Portals out. Very safe play by INFI, doesn't want to get any XP on the Warden, and it is indeed double Workshop. That's one more than TH. TH went single Workshop and a Sanctum. INFI is going to play mass tanks. Now, what 2 to 3 Workshops does against Night Elf is it forces a second hero. Foggy always does that anyway, even when it's not mass tanks. But yeah, you need Tinker second or Panda second. Usually Tinker, because Tinker does double duty to also interrupt Siphon mana. Both Tinker Rockets and Panda Fire Breath deal damage to Siege Engines, but only the Rockets also interrupt Siphon, which is quite important. Clap kills a bunch of wisps. Oh my god, this was such a close timing. At the very moment that the entangled goldmine is about to feed wisps, MK is there at that very moment to clap a portion of the wisps trying to go in. Great play by INFI. Dryads now coming in, looking to focus the Zeppelin. He takes a lot of damage from the Forest Troll Berserker. One Dryad goes down. Paladin now comes out. Zeppelin goes to the gold mine. Where are the Dryads? Where is the Warden? Warden is at home. Dryads were across the woods. The two Ancient of Wars that were creeping are here to defend. INFI undertakes that challenge with relish. An Ancient of War is worth 25 XP. So that's 13 apiece for those two heroes. Siphon balls on the Warden. Fan. Demon Hunter second. Does Foggy know that tanks are coming? Rejuvenation on the Warden. So Demon to Mana Burn. But Rejuve, does he have staff? No, Bear goes down. Foggy has 44 food, now 40. With 1,000 gold and 1,700 lumber. Hasn't been doing a lot of peasant harass because he's been kept so busy. Siphon on MK, bringing him so much up to full. Demon just gets slapped down. Warden staffs in with Orb, but no Staff of Preservation. Just 4 Dryads. INFI is basically waiting with 3 heroes, footies, and a few mercs. He has not yet shown his tech. I do believe Foggy knows it now. I see something blue on the side of INFI's base, but none of this has been value units yet. Foggy now getting a third base. I see 3 tanks going across the left side. No, it's militia. It's militia. Alright. Fan actually didn't get the Ogre Mauler kill. There we go with the siege engine drop. Hippo already. Foggy is ready for it. Foggy is staying at 50 food and getting a third base. Killing Zeppelins. And INFI with the towers. How I remember this. Playing against INFI. Towering bases. Killing them and then getting them for himself. Towers in one corner, creeping in the other. Fan of Knives comes in with Warden, focusing on the Paladin. Is there a staff? There is. The Dryads are so low. Cyclone, is there Abolish? That's a good use of Cyclone when the Dryads cannot afford to step up. There is no TP on the Mountain King. He does have Invul. Defend upgrade now. Did he get defend for 1 footman? 1 footman only. So the siege engines were dispatched off in the natural, and Foggy actually scouts the towers. That footman defend could beat the Dryads? Question mark. Moonwell with full mana. Drink it, drink it, drink it! He didn't drink it. But the towers were cancelled. Foggy is making good strides towards what I would call a comeback. Ancient of Wonders doesn't get repaired, doesn't eat. Next siege engines are coming in from the top. INFI finishes clearing out this camp. And the tanks have killed a shop and the Moonwell. Going for the second Moonwell. No repairs. Where are the wisps? Takes him out of the gold mine. I don't think it's enough. These tanks have 2 attack upgrades. Warden does not kill tanks quickly. Demon Hunter is level 1.4. Oh, it is enough. It is enough. But now 2 more tanks get dropped. INFI is trying to take top right. Foggy, though, staying on 50, which is very greedy, but also smart. Gets his Tree of Life in the bottom left. Foggy is controlling this about as well as you could. He needs to repair his gold mine, though. A hero is on the tower's top right. Foggy is controlling this a bit. Warden, level 5.4. Crystal Orb for Foggy is probably proving to be quite useful. And INFI goes for the natural. A game of cat and mouse with knights and tanks. Warden teleports in with her blink and her fan. Goes for the Tree of Life, does INFI. He cannot uproot to offset siege damage by tanks, because then the knights will deal more damage. But that's a Thunderclap level 3. Wisps die, and the tree is gone. Paladin gets focused, but there's a staff, there's Banish. Mana burn on the Blood Mage. Focusing the Blood Mage. He can fan, but it won't kill anyone. And he doesn't. Tree of Life remake. Still 50 food. Foggy is doing this very intentionally. In order to cover for the near inevitable losses when defending 3 bases, he makes sure that he gets more money into the coffers. Now finally goes over 50. Now is when Foggy needs to ramp up his defenses and make sure he can defend what's his. Knights are 0-1 upgrades. That means tanks are probably 3-1. Foggy again with the interrupt on the corner. He is up in bases. INFI has been doing debilitating attacks, but never a fatal stroke yet. 2 versus 2 base mining, and Foggy goes over 50. He better have Moonwells coming along soon, though. Hero levels are better for INFI. He has 2 Staffs of Sanctuary by now, and a Wand of Cyclone. Another cancel on the Tree of Life. These tanks still wreaking havoc. Surround on one of the tanks. 3-1 upgrades for the tanks, yes. And 2 Zeppelins here for INFI. Hippogriff chases. Will it chase too much through the towers? No, Foggy is on point. And what are the unit upgrades like for Foggy? You better hope with the bank that he has had and staying on 50 that he has 2-2 upgrades as well. That's an early info. Goes with the fan. Gets 2 peasants. 1 peasant. Foggy is forgetting his warden. What? He blinked in? Wouldn't there be another bolt? That was greater invul though. And blink. Okay. So Foggy lost 2 Moonwells and killed all the tanks. He's stuck at 60. 2 Ancients of War defending his 3rd base. Now the base of INFI coming up. No anti-magic shell yet, which would have been quite useful for the Warden. She's level 5.6. In comes another attack for INFI. Demon Hunter is level 2 with no invulnerability potion. Level 2.5. Can Foggy make it to the peasants again to disrupt the expansion, or is defense the only thing he can do now? INFI is at 63 food. I feel like Foggy is holding fairly well. The hero levels are not in his favor, but economically he is not losing out. In the long run, INFI will run out of his expansion gold quicker than Foggy. I think I see a siege engine going bottom left. The hippo has been kept alive. Very good control of the game, to be honest, by Foggy. Stormbolt on the Mountain King. No Banish Bolt. Dodge! For the future to becoming Clap. Warden also dodged the Clap. Demon Hunter pops out of the Zeppelin. This looks like a good fight for INFI. For Foggy. That's a big siphon on the Demon though. He didn't put it in the Zeppelin because he was busy buying items with the Warden. Shadow Strike. He reskilled to Shadow Strike. That's a huge siphon on the Warden. That's so painful. Another clap on all the bears. He's not picking up the bears as well as he could with the Zeppelin. Giving mana to the Paladin. Offsetting the Shadow Strike. A clap on all the bears once again. Shadow Strike on the Blood Mage. There's plenty of Holy Light where that came from. Foggy has a lot of money, but he's fighting with a semblance of his potential. It was a Moonwell issue. He did not have Moonwells to go over 60. Even though he saved up so much money. Partly it's siege engines killing Moonwells. Partly it's not having enough wisps because he's staying under 50. And this is just hitting a little too soon for him. Peasants going bottom left. A lot of build-up. But not quite reaching a full power level. And that's the first anti-magic shell. Would have actually been very helpful. But the planning, the time wasn't quite there for Foggy. And INFI's micro impeccable once again. The immediate surround. Was that a Stormbolt blink dodge? The first one, I believe. And not for lack of trying. But you just can't do it reactively. Shadow Strike on the Knight can get 1 kill. Meanwhile, bottom left, Tree of Life for Foggy is getting attacked by tanks or peasants. By peasants. That won't work. Tanks now going for the Tree of Life. These are 3-2 upgraded. It's gonna get around that tree and focus it. There are no wisps to repair because he's building buildings with all of them. Uproot for a better armor type. Walk away to reduce damage. And eating tree to heal, but it's not enough. Knights coming in now as well. GG. INFI wins the second map. This was the breaker of the camel's back, most likely. The first go-to map for Foggy. Only in rare circumstances does someone do a reverse sweep after 0-2. Alright guys, welcome back. We are getting ready for the third map here in this best of 5 series. Foggy versus INFI. It's gonna be on Echo Isles. And it is just incredible when you think of the last map that Foggy only had an opportunity to go for the peasants of INFI twice. Once on the natural, killed 3 peasants, and once on the third base, killed 2 peasants. That's it. Do you know how many mere mortals, humans, would have lost countless peasants? Even TH lost dozens of peasants. TH went for a double-sided blade, double-edged sword approach. Lost many peasants, but killed many moonwells. Both players played it differently here. You respond to every situation as a player, as a competitor, with the best option that you are able to divine. And through all the moves that both players made, through INFI disrupting Foggy's creep route and delaying Warden 3 by so much, Foggy never saw an opportunity to harass peasants as much as he normally would. You'll find people saying, oh, steam tanks are way too good, or Mountain King, or... But actually it's down to creep routes, mind games, preparation, reactions to past games that people have played in the tournament, outplays, and manipulations of the game flow to prevent people from doing their favorite strat against you. That's what it comes down to. Give Foggy an opportunity to harass peasants as much as he would like, and it wouldn't have got to that situation. You would say, wow, siege engines are so useless. They keep running into this wall of bears and he's just throwing away food, and now Foggy's on 3 bases and INFI's on 2 and he wasted so much food. All the conclusions you're drawing are built upon the shoulders of previous moves that happened in the game. Don't think that Warcraft 3 is so easy to dissect and say, this hero sucks, this hero is good, because look at the result. There's always many things at work, and INFI absolutely deserved that game. Mercenary camp creeping by INFI. What does he find from the Renegade Wizard level 5? What does he find? Peasants have dropped very low. Item is Crystal Orb. A lot of Crystal Orbs today. It's good and bad. It's a mixed bag. Crystal Orb was moved down a tier of item drop. It used to actually compete with, can you believe it, Unholy Aura, Endurance Aura, Claws plus 12. That's the level that Crystal Orb was at. It was a big joke and an immediate sell. It has now moved down to the 3rd tier permanent item. On footing with Claws of Attack plus 9, Tenet of Energy, Talisman of Evasion, and so on. It is more fitting there. You see players holding on to it. Foggy kept his the whole game in game 2. INFI kept his Crystal Orb the whole game in game 1. Wisp and Footy fighting for the mercenary camp spoils. Foggy gets the priest. The Berserker, though, they're gonna have a... yeah. So they have a ping spam war for the Berserker. And that, sadly, for Foggy, of course, goes to INFI, because INFI has 20 ping and Foggy has 160. So they both have a unit there. They both hold the button for the hotkey for Berserker, and INFI gets it. That's just the way of it. Once Ukraine has their big world championships, they can have everyone play on the Ukrainian server. And then INFI will be disadvantaged. But this is how it is. So Warden gets level 2.7 because creeps got stolen. She should be level 3 from this route. Right? No, I don't think you're level 3 from this route, actually. I think 2.8 or 2.9. Yeah. Mountain King is creeping. Has crept the natural and is now throwing up an expansion. He's just mass detonating Mountain King in the hopes of making sure that he can't get absolutely shreked by Stormbolt. There's still plenty of mana left. Foggy's now going to the expansion. He's deliberately sacrificing his Moonwells in a desperate attempt to make sure he doesn't get strangulated out of the game. Defend your Moonwells and Wisps while your opponent has a free expo is as much of a death sentence as giving up all your Moonwells. And he gets to cancel on the Arcane Tower. That was close. A lot of militia come in. That's 11 peasants. INFI can afford to lose so many, but he TPs anyway. He's killed 2 Moonwells. He has lost the tower, but not a single peasant. INFI is miles ahead. He's miles ahead. Warden almost level 3, but not yet. Level 2.99 is hiding at the shop. Yeah, this does look almost like it's game over already. But Foggy's gonna try. He had such good results with the Keeper in game 1 that you almost wonder if game 1, the fateful cheese decision maybe was the one where it could have been most different had he gone Keeper, not with the Hippo cheese. But who knows? I don't know how those games go. Maybe you have to open with something like that. Warden bolts and goes for the Troll Priest. Tries to get Warden level 3 any which way. 2 more auto attacks and she's level 3. Unless she gets denied. Block, bolt, Bolt of the Storm, blink, not bolt, blink and kills it. But MK has full mana almost and is ready to Stormbolt her for all he's got. The winner of this will face Lawliot. If Foggy couldn't do it, he has certainly given ammunition to Lawliot to see these 3 replays. And for Lawliot to try and expand upon what Foggy has done, to try and do it better. And then we will see whether siege engines are too strong or not. Which some people honestly believed. Mountain King creeping, getting the heal scroll and illusion wands. Moonstone Warden coming in so that he can fan, hide, and fan again. There is no dust of appearance on MK, but he's here to stop the hiding with the bolt. Actually, Twitch clips are exempt from that rule, Death Knight. Those are the permitted ones by non-sub. At least that's how it should work. Warden in the main base. Fans. Wait. Oh, Crystal Orb! Oh, man. What a great item.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
He does the Moonstone fan height double fan attempt, but MK has Crystal Orb, even though he doesn't have Dust, of course. And it burns. It burns! Takes it off! Elvish Rope burns Golem because of the corrupt influence of the ring. It burns Warden and removes her mana, so she cannot do a second fan, so there's no big Fan of Knives Nirvana moment for Foggy. He's got his first bear upgrades coming. What does Crystal Orb do? It's like a 45-second cooldown, I think, to reveal on the map. It's like laboratory reveal, but it's cooldown based, not 50 gold, and you carry it on your hero. There's a lot of footsies and mercs coming in. There's some dryads and berserkers to try and defend here. The berserker gets bolted. He could Moonwell heal it, but he knows it's gonna die anyway. And Warden is coming back to scramble to her base defenses. No Staff of Prezi means this berserker will also die. Yeah. Warden cannot defend this alone. Dryads are dying. MK TP's out. My god. Is there another fan? Oh, he fans right after the TP. But that's perfect by INFI, isn't it? He knows exactly when the next fan is coming in. And right before he's gonna lose 5 units to fan and feed XP to the Warden, giving her level 3.8 or something, the TP is out. Regen scroll near the MK5 and is now going mass Dragonhawk Riders. Dragonhawk Riders are a weak fighting unit, but together in large numbers with economic advantage, they easily focus down Dryads with their piercing damage. Nice split. Fan only hits 2 to 3 units. He kills a single peasant. Man, INFI's bringing his A game. Magic Shell did end fairly early. Kills 2 more peasants. Bear gets bolted and killed. MK level 5, Bolt level 3. GG, well played. Congratulations to INFI. He really played so well. Let's see if he can keep it up against Lolaya tomorrow in the semi-finals. A level 2 strong for Foggy. Ukrainians and Europeans cheering for their continental or country mate will be disappointed, but INFI is a very tough competitor and he won in a deserved way. Lawliot 3-0 Lin, INFI 3-0 Foggy. We have finished 2 series for the price of 1, in the time of 1. Next up, possibly the most anticipated match of the quarterfinals, especially now that Lin Lawliot failed to live up. Is Moon versus 120. Moon versus 120 is gonna be big, hopefully. Undead versus Night Elf. It's a cool matchup, man. If I had to bet, I would bet on Moon. It would be quite a shock if Moon lost at this point. We're gonna have an interview with INFI, and I kindly ask anyone that speaks Mandarin to help a brother out with the translation for the rest of the community here. Why don't Insup, Kiwikaki and Hitman participate? I don't know if they tried. I think Hitman has the level to compete at this level.